Imagine a luxury SUV that doesn't simply carry you from A to B, but elevates every drive into an experience. The 2026 BMW X8 steps into that space. A vehicle that blends bold design, supreme performance, and refined comfort into one dominant package. Welcome back to Car Hub, where we explore vehicles that rewrite standards. Today we're diving into the 2026 BMW X8, BMW's ambitious vision of the future of premium SUVs. At first glance, the X8 is impossible to ignore. Its stance is wide, confident, and muscular. The front features BMW's signature kidney grille, but it's been reimagined with sharper lines, aggressive air intakes, and laser-thin LED headlights that give it a predator-like gaze. The roofline slopes subtly, hinting at coupe DNA, while the rear haunches and broad shoulders carry strength in every panel. The design says, "Power and luxury converge here." Step inside, and the cabin reveals the X8's true ambition. You're surrounded by premium materials, merino leather, alcantara, carbon fiber, or polished metal finishes depending on trim. The driver-oriented cockpit houses a sweeping digital display, a large infotainment screen paired with a fully digital instrument cluster. BMW's latest iDrive version powers it all, delivering intuitive controls, wireless smartphone integration and customizable vehicle settings. The ambient lighting, panoramic roof and thoughtful details turn every trip into first class. Under the hood, the X8 promises serious performance. While BMW hasn't published full official specs for all regions, the latest reports indicate multiple powertrain options, including a plug-in hybrid variant producing over 750 horsepower. The hybrid setup marries combustion with electric assistance for instant torque, refined acceleration, and high performance. Traditional petrol powertrains will also be available, combining BMW's twin-turbo V8s with all-wheel drive for a full-on luxury performance SUV experience. Driving dynamics reflect that ambition. The X8 sits on a modern architecture tuned for both refinement and sports SUV behavior. Adaptive suspension, rear-wheel steering and high-performance brakes are part of the mix. Whether you're carving corners at speed or cruising on the highway, the X8 keeps you planted, in control and comfortable. The all-wheel drive system and smart drive modes adjust to road conditions, making it surprisingly agile for its size. Tech and safety are advanced too. High-end driver assist systems including semi-autonomous driving features, adaptive cruise, lane keeping, and 360-degree cameras bring convenience and security. Infotainment highlights may include augmented reality navigation, premium audio systems and customizable drive profiles. BMW positions the X8 as both flagship luxury and performance, the kind of vehicle that competes with the very best in its class. Of course, owning a vehicle like this involves trade-offs. The size and power mean fuel economy won't match smaller SUVs. Pricing will reflect. The 2026 Toyota Alphard is exactly that kind of vehicle. Welcome back to Car Hub, where we bring you cars that exceed expectations. Today we're exploring the Alphard, a vehicle that blends comfort, elegance and utility into one refined package. At first glance, the 2026 Alphard looks unmistakably upscale. Its front fascia is bold and upright, with a large grille that conveys presence and premium status. Sleek LED headlights flank it, and sharp body lines give it a sense of forward motion even while parked. The dimensions are generous, the stance wide and stable, and the overall look says, executive comfort, rather than, family commuter. It's a vehicle designed to carry people in style, from the city to long journeys. Step inside and you immediately sense the emphasis on comfort and luxury. The cabin is wrapped in high-quality materials, premium leather upholstery, wood or metal trim accents, ambient lighting and seats that look more like business-class lounge chairs than typical minivan benches. In many versions you'll find captain's chairs in the second row, huge legroom, and an overall environment that invites you to sit back, relax and enjoy the ride rather than simply endure the drive. Technology is abundant in the 2026 Alphard. There's a large central touchscreen for infotainment with smartphone integration, wireless connectivity, and advanced navigation. The driver's display is clean and modern, offering performance metrics, real-time data, and convenience features. Among the standout inclusions are features you'd expect in luxury vehicles: ambient cabin lighting, panoramic sunroof options, multi-zone climate control, heated and ventilated seats, and even features like footrest adjustments or executive rear seat comfort in higher trims. On the powertrain side, Toyota has clearly aimed for a balance of smooth performance and intelligent efficiency. One of the key new options is a plug-in hybrid version, which combines a 2.5-liter engine with electric motors to deliver strong combined output and the ability to travel in electric-only mode for short distances. This means you get the comfort and quiet of electric drive in daily city commuting, plus the range and flexibility of a petrol engine for longer trips. One report suggests an electric-only range of about 73 kilometers in the PHEV version, making it genuinely useful for shorter drives and errands. Car Guide +1. For those who prefer a conventional engine, there are still high-quality petrol options. The Alphard's architecture uses Toyota's global platform for optimized stability, ride comfort, and noise reduction. The body is engineered for luxury sedan levels of refinement, even though the vehicle is a full-sized MPV. Toyota Engine News +1. Safety and driver assistance features are extensive. The Alphard includes Toyota Safety. That's what the 2026 Toyota Corolla offers. It's an everyday sedan that manages to feel fresh, smart, and relevant in a world full of flashy models. Welcome back to Car Hub. Today we're taking a deep dive into the 2026 Corolla, exploring what makes it such a compelling choice for drivers looking for value, comfort, and modern features. The Corolla name has a legacy. For decades it's been synonymous with reliability, affordability, and practical motoring. But the 2026 version doesn't rest on its reputation, it builds on it. From the moment you spot it, the design of the 2026 Corolla tells you something has changed. The front end presents sharper LED headlights, more pronounced daytime running lights, and a grille that's more refined yet purposeful. The side profile is clean, no overdone creases, but subtle sculpting, neat wheel arches and an overall stance that's poised rather than fussy. At the rear you'll find LED taillights and design cues that give a hint of youth without trying too hard. The Corolla now looks like it belongs in the modern scene, while still feeling familiar. Step inside and you'll discover that the interior is much more than a mere cabin. Toyota has focused on materials, ergonomics, and technology. Even on the entry-level LE trim you get value-packed features, an 8-inch touchscreen with wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, LED lights front and rear, and the latest generation of the Toyota Safety Sense suite. Move up to the SE or XSE trims and you'll find upgrades like a 12.3-inch digital instrument display, larger infotainment screens, available heated seats, moonroof options, and sportier touches. The seats offer good support for both daily commuting and longer drives. Storage is sensible, visibility is good, and overall the cabin feels more upscale than what the price might suggest. Under the bonnet the 2026 Corolla offers dependable performance. The standard gas version uses a 2.0-liter four-cylinder engine producing approximately 169 horsepower and 151 lb-ft of torque. It's paired with a continuously variable transmission, CVT, tuned for smooth everyday driving and decent efficiency. Toyota lists fuel economy at about 32 miles per gallon city, 41 miles per gallon highway, and 35 miles per gallon combined for the base LE. For the SE and XSE, expect flows around 31/40/34 mpg respectively. If you go hybrid you'll get a 1.8-liter 4-cylinder plus electric motor, combined output around 138 horsepower, and it's available with all-wheel drive in certain trims. The hybrid variant can return up to about 50 miles per gallon or more in combined driving. So whether you're after simplicity, efficiency, or extra traction with AWD, the 2026 Corolla covers all bases. Driving dynamics. The 2026 Corolla focuses less on sports car thrills and more on composed Imagine stepping into a mid-size SUV that feels comfortable for the whole family, confident on the highway, and equipped for everyday use with modern tech and smart design. That's the 2026 Toyota Highlander. It blends space, practicality, and refined features into one package that feels up to the task of daily commutes, weekend adventures, and everything in between. Toyota's reputation for reliability and broad appeal is well known, and the Highlander pushes that legacy forward. For 2026, one of the biggest changes is that all models now come standard with all-wheel drive, no more front-wheel drive base version. That change instantly boosts its capability for more demanding roads or weather conditions. The lineup is simplified too, with core trims offering strong value and a clear path for buyers. Visually, the Highlander presents a refreshed look. The front fascia features sharper LED headlights and a more pronounced grille design. The side profile blends sculpted lines with a broad stance, giving it a presence that's at once sporty and robust. The roofline remains practical, tall enough for adult passengers in the third row, and the overall silhouette remains that of a family-centric SUV, not a land yacht. At the rear you'll find clean taillight design, a power lift gate, and a layout that emphasizes utility but doesn't feel utilitarian. Step inside and the interior impresses for its class. Materials feel upgraded, soft-touch surfaces, better upholstery options, and styling that's more refined than prior versions. The dashboard layout is intuitive, a large center touchscreen for infotainment, smartphone integration via Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, plenty of USB-C ports and modern connectivity. The seating configuration allows for 7 or 8 occupants, depending on whether you choose a bench in the second row or captain's chairs. Legroom and headroom are generous in the first 2 rows, while the third row fits adults decently for shorter trips. When folded, the cargo space becomes flexible, making it practical for families, gear or weekend getaways. Under the hood, the 2026 Highlander offers strong capability. The base gas powertrain uses a 2.4-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder engine delivering about 265 horsepower and 310 pound-feet of torque. That gives the Highlander enough punch for everyday driving and highway passing. The transmission is an 8-speed automatic, and thanks to standard AWD the drive feels confident. For those prioritizing efficiency, there's also a hybrid version which delivers solid fuel economy gains. Across the range, the engine and drivetrain combination give the Highlander a good balance of performance and practicality. Fuel economy for the gas turbo model is rated around 21 miles per gallon city and 28 miles per gallon highway, for combined figures near 24 miles per gallon, strong for this size and capability. The hybrid version pushes those numbers further. Towing capability is respectable too, with the right setup the Highlander can pull up to up. The 2026 Dodge Durango is exactly that kind of machine, a blend of rugged utility and unapologetic performance that says you're not just driving passengers, you're leading them. Welcome back to Car Hub, where we bring you the vehicles that stand out, and today the spotlight hits the 2026 Durango. From the moment you approach it, the Durango makes a statement. Its broad shoulders, upright grille, muscular stance, and sharp LED lighting give it the kind of presence that's hard to ignore in a parking lot. Yet, behind that exterior lies functionality, a step into the 3-row segment that still loves to remind you it can haul, tow and perform. Dodge didn't tone it down for 2026, they doubled down. What's under the hood matters now more than ever. For 2026, Dodge has committed to performance across the board. The Durango GT now comes standard with a 5.7-liter Hemi V8 delivering around 360 horsepower and 390 lb-ft of torque. Move up to the R/T and you get a 6.4-liter V8 pushing around 475 horsepower and 470 lb-ft. At the very top sits the SRT Hellcat variant, yes, the 3-row SUV that's still thrilling, with a supercharged 6.2-liter V8 producing about 710 horsepower and 645 lb-ft of torque, paired with all-wheel drive and serious capability. These aren't timid numbers, they're bold, unafraid, unapologetic. Towing, too, has not been forgotten. With the correct equipment, the 2026 Durango can tow up to 8,700 pounds, a figure that places it among the strongest SUVs in its class when configured for that role. So whether it's boats, trailers, or hauling heavy loads for weekend adventure, this Durango can step up. Step inside and the cabin reflects what the exterior promises: muscle meets refinement. Materials are improved, soft touch surfaces, premium leather options, sporty, so many details hint at performance heritage. The cockpit is driver-focused, large touchscreen infotainment with wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, digital cluster display and seating for up to 7 passengers. The second row can get captain's chairs for better comfort, and third row, though tighter than a luxury sedan's, still brings usable space for kids or shorter drives. Technology and safety have also been enhanced. Standard driver assist features include automatic emergency braking, blind spot monitoring with trailer detection, lane keeping assist and adaptive cruise control, showing that even a muscle SUV must keep its wits. The infotainment screen, connectivity, and interior comfort mean this SUV is more than just raw power, it's livable, practical, everyday. Of course, no upgrade theme is without trade-offs. With powerful V8s comes lower fuel economy. The base V8 model is rated at about 17 to 20 miles per gallon combined in many configurations, and the Hellcat version drops further. If you're using it for daily commuting, you'll feel the difference at the pump.